Hi, this is Ty Hyderali. I'm a plaintiff's lawyer. We concentrate in employment law in New Jersey and New York. Interesting development in New York City. So if you're a manual worker and you contend that your employer hasn't paid you in the appropriate frequency of pay, you have a cause of action you can pursue. So if you're a manual worker in New York, you have to be paid once a week with certain exceptions. And the statute that you're pursuing is under the New York labor law, section 191. And there have been a number of class actions that have been filed in the past contending that a class action, a putative class action, could be pursued in court for legal fees, liquidated damages, prejudgment interest if you weren't paid the requisite once a week. And they're called frequency of pay class actions. Can you pursue a private claim under section 191? Well, it depends. If you live in the first judicial department, the answer is yes, which is New York City and the Bronx. But if you live in Brooklyn or Staten Island or Queens, which is, it's parts of Staten Island, Brooklyn and Queens, which is the second judicial district, the answer is no. Where do we go from here? Well, the appellate court needs to step in and provide some guidance. But what happened was, in a case called Vega, which was in the first judicial department, the court basically said, well, we understand that section 191 doesn't specifically allow for a private cause of action, but there's another New York labor law called section 198, which discusses underpayment and non-payment of wages. And well, if you weren't paid in the frequency of the payments you should receive, well, that in essence is an underpayment of wages. And the court said, looking at 198, we're going to allow for a private cause of action under 191. Well, in the second judicial department, the court said, nope, we respectfully decline to follow the first judicial circuit because non-payment of wages, underpayment of wages is completely separate and distinct from frequency of pay. And in the second judicial department, they said, well, if you were not paid in a frequent manner as you should have been paid, no private cause of action. This is Ty Hyderali. Be well and be safe.